Good day, everybody, and welcome to the Manager's Minute. With Brisbane Bandits skipper David Nilsson, I'm Erik Bremer. The Bandits lost 3 of 4 in round 5, and just like when you cross over into a new calendar month, we're now past the halfway point of the season and a time for reflection and to look forward. That was a disappointing round 5 against the Heat, but what were some positives to take away from that series?
Yeah, it was a disappointing, but I think we knew we were going to struggle a little bit that weekend. The guys had been stretched the week before, and we were a little bit down on arms, so we didn't know to what extent it was going to be, but we swung the bats really well. We take a lot of positives out of it from that point of view, and the team are in good spirits, so I think we've been through this quite a few times before. We know how to get out of it.
The roster may look a bit different going forward. Chief among those differences at third base, Shuji Hung, who has been a mainstay with this team for the first 5 weeks, going back home. How are you going to fill that gap at third base and also in the lineup?
Yeah, well, he did really well. He played a lot of great defense at third and swung the bat reasonably well. So we have Logan Wade coming back not this week, next week. So that's pretty much a straight swap. And then we have Bernard coming from the Chicago Cubs minor league organization to help our defense in the outfield. So we're actually picking up a guy. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to be a lot better defensively, and we're going to have a lot more speed in the lineup.
Finally, we had a scary moment a couple weeks ago with Luke Van Meel suffering an off-field injury, and while it looks like he's going to be okay, we don't know exactly what your bullpen is going to look like for the next couple weeks. We've seen a closer by committee set up when you've had a late lead or a close game in the 8th or 9th innings. How are you going to approach that going forward?
Well, I think we need to get a bit of depth out of the starting rotation. I think there was a bit of an effect just with what Luke went through the previous week. You could see there was a bit of an effect on the guys. They were a little bit, not as sharp as they'd been. So there was an effect there. But I think if our guys are healthy, throwing strong out of the bullpen, I don't think we're going to have too many issues. We'll mix it up a little bit, but the key is just getting some length out of our starters.
The Bandits will not be back until after the new year, but you can watch the Bandits on the road as they begin their series in Melbourne against the Aces on Friday at the Sporting Globe.